Hello everyone, back tuning into today's first video, weekend forecast for today's first video. So as always on a Saturday, we're having a detailed look at the weather for the week ahead, and it's going to be another quite changeable week, although there will be some drier weather in there, especially through the first part of the week. I think the weather will be settling down rather cold, and certainly could be some night frost, but overall I think we go through a drier little interlude for a few days in the early part of the week, but it probably turns wetter again towards the end of the week, particularly again I'm afraid focusing on England and Wales for that. There's quite a bit of uncertainty about the detail though from around Wednesday, Thursday onwards and then through to the end of the week and next weekend. So more about that later on in the video. Coming up later on today, going to be a very busy day at Gas Service today, so coming up later on we're going to have your regular week to 10-day video update including all of the used features, and then tonight we've got the update number 6, the 6th update for Christmas coming up around 7 o'clock. Have a little bit of a laugh and a bit of fun, see what CFS is showing for Christmas then. The website's using for the weekend forecast coming from weatherout.com and westend.de, the radar picture which you get to the moment from Gazlov. It's got a few pictures to show you that have come in over the past few days, so these have been emailed to us. If you would like to have your pictures featured in videos when we have a bit of time to show them, then you can email them to us at gazlovers@gmail.com. You can share them on our Twitter and Facebook pages, and you can also post them in the comment box at Gazlovers. When we have a bit of time, we're always happy to feature your weather pics in the videos. So the first one is from Peter from Stratford upon Avon, showing a flooded road there from earlier in the week. That was the deluge, I think, that occurred on Thursday. This one is from Frank Cromack, showing some snow in the Austrian mountains. There was snow in Austria earlier in the week. I think most of that has melted now, but some nice wintry looking landscapes there in Austria earlier in the week. Proper snowfalls. I think that's probably the first significant snowfalls of the season that they had up there in the Austrian mountains. And then these ones are from a friend Erky, showing snow in Lapland. So winter has well and truly bitten up there in the Arctic Circle. Look at that, really deep snow and a proper frozen and snow-covered landscape there up there in the Arctic Circle. So really cold, of course, up there in the North Pole. So again, if you would like to have your pictures featured within the videos, then the various ways that you do them, email them at gazlovers@gmail.com, share them within our Facebook and Twitter accounts, and also there's the comment box at Gazlovers. And when we've got a bit of time, we're always happy to feature your pictures in videos. Big thanks to everybody for sending their pictures through over the past few days. Gazlovers. Right, so this is the latest radar picture, getting on with weekend forecast, of course. This is the latest radar picture, and it is a drier day today, so for many of us actually having a respite from the rain, and this is likely to continue over the coming days as well. Not completely dry though. There are showers around. There's a showery band from eastern Scotland down into northeast parts of England. A few showers across the northern parts of England and down in towards some areas of Wales as well. So there's also a bit of showery stuff coming through the Irish Sea and then going northwards into up into western Scotland and the far north of Northern Ireland. There's some showery rain too. However, these are the exceptions, and they're mainly confined to coastal areas. You'll see that most inland areas are actually having a much drier day compared to what we've seen for quite some time. Here's today's oxygen pressure chart. So low pressure is still dominating the weather today. The main centre is actually to our east. We've sort of been a Carl type feature, which means we're neither under high pressure or low pressure particularly. So, for the rest of today, I think we'll see further showery rain running down that eastern coast of the country. In fact, across parts of northeast England, the showers may get heavier and more persistent through the course this afternoon and into this evening. Showers also in those western parts of the country. But that said, many places are going to stay dry this afternoon. There will be bright or sunny spells coming through. It's going to be a cold day, though, with temperatures ranging from only 4 to 9 degrees Celsius. So overnight tonight, pressure begins to rise a little bit. Actually, we've gone through there to Monday, haven't we? So what we need to do with that, so that's gone a bit wrong, hasn't it? So what we need to do is go through to 24. We do it from here. Right, so through the course of tonight, sorry about that. Through the course of tonight, we're going to find this ridge of high pressure just getting a little bit closer to us from the west, but we're still really under low pressure, and winds are coming in from the north. There will also be a weather feature in the northeast that will bring some showery burst rain too. So showery rain continues for eastern parts of Scotland down into northeastern England. Comes some quite heavy bursts mixed in, maybe a little bit of hill snow as well. Also like to have further showery bursts across western Scotland, parts of the Northern Ireland, maybe northwest England, Wales and southwestern parts of England could have some showers too. That said, there will again be a reasonable amount of dry weather across parts of the country tonight, maybe a few dense mist and fog patches. And up in the north, there's going to be a widespread frost. Scotland will go down to around -3 and -4 in some rural areas, so really quite a hard frost up in Scotland. Maybe a touch of frost down across southeastern parts of England as well, if the skies are clear enough. Where we've got these showery bursts of rain, then temperatures will hold up at around 4 or 5 degrees. Now, I think I need to just skip through to 36. There we go. So, for tomorrow, we're going to find that this ridge begins to build a little bit more out to the north and to the west. We're bringing in this northeasterly wind, and still more or less dominated by low pressure, actually, across most parts of the country. We'll find a band of shower rain across East Scotland, gradually moving southwards across central and eastern parts, turning increasingly showery as it does so. In fact, some areas may stay dry, but there will be this band of showers moving southwards. Elsewhere, there'll be brighter sunny spells, but also some showers, possibly for Wales and southwest England during the course of the afternoon. I think the driest weather will probably be for Scotland and Northern Ireland tomorrow. We've got this ridge beginning to topple in from the Atlantic. It will be another pretty cold day, with temperatures again ranging from around 4 to 8 or 9 degrees Celsius. And then I think we can go through to, let's go through to Monday. I'm not sure what's gone wrong with the charts here. I made a right mess of these charts. So that's Monday. And we're going to find high pressure then developing up to the north and beginning to move southwards across the country. So we haven't had an area of high pressure for a little while, but there it is, a bit of a ridge building down from the north. There is low pressure though, just threatening this southeastern corner. So Monday's probably going to be a mostly dry day with brighter sunny spells. Can't rule out a few showers here and there, but I think the emphasis is shifting to drier weather through the early part of next week, which of course is very good news for those areas that have been affected by flooding. The exception is probably East Anglia and parts of southeast England, where cloud and outbreaks of rain are likely to be drifting in and threatening from the North Sea. How far inland that gets, I'm not sure. It might just be confined to those East Anglian and southeastern coast, but potentially it turns wet by the end of Monday in the far southeast corner. But otherwise, it's a dry day with sunny spells. It will be quite cold, temperatures only around 4 to 8 degrees, and there'll be a frost early and late, particularly across central and northern parts of the country. Right, so where do we go next? This is a little bit of a leap into the unknown, so that's Monday. We'll go through to Tuesday then, and we're still under high pressure on Tuesday, again ridging down from the north. That low pressure that was to the southeast corner, that's going away. However, it could deliver quite a wet night across East Anglia and southeastern England on Monday night. Otherwise, it's a dry night with widespread frost. Could be some dense freezing fog patches forming as well. So Tuesday, like to start cloudy and damp in that extreme southeast corner, but the rain will fizzle out. Otherwise, it'll be a dry start on Tuesday with sunny spells. However, there could be some freezing fog patches around as well, and certainly for central and northern parts of the country, starting with a widespread frost, which means Tuesday will be quite a cold day. Best of the sunshine will be in northern, central, western areas. Always rather on cloud over in the east, and as I say, it will be a cold day with temperatures only around 3 to 7, and if any freezing fog was to linger into the day, then temperatures will struggle to get much above freezing probably. Always a bit of uncertainty around fog at this time of the year, because we don't get as much fog as we used to sort of 10, 20 years ago even. However, this is a pattern that may be conducive to fog due to the fact that the ground is so wet and saturated. Probably won't take much for fog to form. So there could be some fog around on Tuesday, I would have thought, and about region of high pressure, but otherwise it's a dry but cold day across most parts of the country. Then we go through to Wednesday, and this area of low pressure is just beginning to get its act together down to the southwest and starting to threaten weather fronts again from the south and the southwest. Wednesday starts dry and cold with a widespread frost and probably some more mist and perhaps even freezing fog patches. For most parts of the country, it will stay dry and cold for much of the day, with a mix of sunny spells and low cloud, mist, murk, and some fog patches. The exception will be for the southwestern part of England, where cloud and outbreaks of rain will begin to move in from the Atlantic through the course of the afternoon and into the evening. As the wind begins to shift more into the south, the far southwest will turn a bit milder on Wednesday, temperatures rising up to around 9 or 10 degrees, but through most parts of the country it will be another cold day with temperatures ranging from around 4 to 7. And then into Thursday, this area of low pressure is getting closer to us, but there is some uncertainty about how far north this low pressure is pushing. Thursday we'll probably see a band of cloud and rain spreading northwards and eastwards across England and Wales, but rain may become quite light and patchy as it moves northeastwards. And further north, across many parts of northern England, Northern Ireland and Scotland, I would have thought a mainly dry day, but you will notice this easterly wind beginning to get up, and that'll be quite a cold wind, particularly around those northeastern coastal areas. Temperatures in the far south could rise to around 10, 11, maybe 12 degrees on the south coast. That's 54 Fahrenheit, but from the Midlands northwards, I've got a feeling it'll be another fairly cold, grey and cheerless sort of day. There may be some mist as well, maybe some fog as this band of patchy rain moves, or showery rain moves northeastwards. And then the low gets even closer to us on this GFS run, but there is a bit of uncertainty on Friday. That could see the rain becoming heavier and more persistent across England and Wales. So watch out for Friday. Could turn wet again across many parts of England and Wales, with heavy and persistent outbreaks of rain threatening. Scotland, Northern Ireland, the far north, Northern England, probably mostly dry. Temperatures will be getting milder in the south, so it could be up to around 12 or 13 degrees across much of East Anglia and South East England, but still cold for Scotland. This milder air never really makes it up into the northern half of the country at the moment. Could change. Into the weekend, the low pressure then starts to drift away to the southwest as high pressure takes over to the north and the east. So probably drying out next weekend if this is right. Again, there's uncertainty, but probably drying out next weekend. Again, watch out for mist and murk to become increasingly widespread. Temperatures starting off relatively mild, but as the wind begins to pull in from off the continent, we may see the temperatures beginning to fall away a little bit through the course of the weekend. I would expect there'll be a lot of cloud and probably mist and maybe some fog patches too. Could be showery rain in this southwestern corner. Finally, just having a look at the charts weather outlook. So we've got the showers in the northeast today. Otherwise, it is a drier day for many parts of the country, and that will be the case tomorrow too. There will be showers around, but overall, nowhere near as wet this weekend. And by the time we get through to the early part of next week, most places will be dry, except across this far southeast corner where some rain could threaten from the North Sea. Mainly dry but cold for Tuesday. And then Wednesday will be another mostly dry day for central northern eastern areas, but cloud and shower rain will develop in the southwest. And then from Thursday through to Friday, it gets more unsettled with showers, if not longer spells of rain, particularly focusing on England and Wales. And the temperatures will start to lift up in the south, becoming milder in the south, but in the north, it's going to stay quite cold through much of the week. Right, so that's it. So in summary, we're going to be seeing an increasingly dry trend over the next 2 or 3 days. We're going to lose this very wet weather that we have had for a while anyway. Things will be drying out. It's going to start cold. Temperatures will get milder later in the week in the south, but at the same time, it will turn wetter again, I think, for England and Wales in the second half of the week. Staying relatively dry, but quite cold in the north. Right, that didn't exactly go to plan, so let's hope the week to 10-day video update will be more straightforward, and I'll get on that for you very shortly. You'll be able to see that later this afternoon. We've got the 6th Christmas update coming up for you tonight. That's all for now, though, and thanks for watching.